The governor's orders shutting down non-essential businesses and telling people to remain in their homes may seem like martial law, but experts tell us it's not even close.
Barton Dieters explains.
If you spent any time online, you've seen the rumors about whether martial law is coming. But is that something that could actually happen here? A violation of the governor's order is a misdemeanor that would be enforced by local and state officials. Government officials have been clear in their denial that martial law, where the military takes control of civilian government, is on the horizon.
I am not calling for martial law. That is a rumor, and that is false.
While making her declaration calling for non-essential businesses to close and for people to stay home, Governor Gretchen Whitmer took the subject on directly.
And it is dangerous for people to foment fear and put bad information.
This was echoed at the federal level Monday by the U.S. Secretary of Defense.
To be clear, this is not a move toward martial law, as some have erroneously claimed.
Government officials say, despite the help of the National Guard, civilian leadership is fully in control.
Our great National Guard troops are performing tasks such as supporting drive-through testing sites, conducting food delivery to protect vulnerable populations, and helping states plan and coordinate their local responses.
Lennox is a conservative writer whose work has appeared in the Wall Street Journal, the Financial Times, and the Detroit News and Free Press. He says the actions taken by governors, especially Governor Whitmer, are already martial law-like in their scope, using laws he does not believe would stand up to legal challenges. He says it'd be more honest and lawful if the declaration of martial law was simply made.
But she has effectively, in many areas, declared martial law without actually declaring martial law. And the end should never justify the means.
But former National Security Advisor turned law professor Brigadier General Michael McDaniel says that's not the case here.
Well, martial law is one of those really, really misunderstood terms by most people because, you see it in movies all the time, and it doesn't work like that.
He says the nightmare scenario that would necessitate martial law is not in the foreseeable future.
The governor, when she has invoked her different orders or executive orders so far, has never talked about Section 175 of the Michigan Military Act, nor do I think she ever will.
We have a lot more information about this topic and everything having to do with coronavirus at woodtv.com. In Wyoming, Barton Dieters, News 8.